Hello everybody. Well, it's been a minute. That's all lots of people say, don't they? It's been a minute. Yeah, well, welcome to the summer. The summer solstice and brighter days ahead. I've had so much going on here that I honestly, it sounds ridiculous, but I just haven't had time to sit down and talk to you. I just haven't had time. I've filled my days as much as I possibly can, gone to bed really early, 9:30 some nights, and got up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock and done lots of work. Just done lots of work in the garden. So much has happened. I don't know quite. I've made loads of little vlogs throughout the time and I'm going to put them all together, and I don't know what it's going to look like as a video, but I hope you enjoy it. I've had quite a traumatic time with the crows. The crows are murderous. They say a murder of crows, but they're quite evil actually. They made a nest in the chimney, and I actually swept all the chimney, not myself, but I had helped to sweep all the chimney out when I first moved in, so it was all cleared. So over the years, the crows have been building a nest and just building and building on top and building on top. So it was a real state. So that was all cleaned out, and they've just come back to their nesting time, and they've tried to make another nest. They did succeed, and I had like a real strange noise coming down from the chimney. It would drive Coco crazy because she didn't really understand where it was coming from. So one day I was sat here and I heard like a real scuffling and scuffling. So I'm going to put in a little video here of the scuffling and the scuffling. Well, I might put it in a bit later. What happened is I went in, I put gloves on and I put a mask on, and I opened up the guard I've just put up, like a board, and there was a baby crow in the grate. So I opened it up and he flew onto the chair, and I managed to grab him and take him out. So that was the first one. Then the next day there was another scuffling in the chimney and Coco was going crazy, so I had to lock her in the bathroom. Oh dear. Put my gloves back on and my mask, and I go in for the second crow. They're so strong. I held it in my hand and I took it outside and put it at the back, and it was just so strong. I was amazed. He's gone. They're both gone, and I haven't had anything since. So that's really good. But what I'm having is, I don't know whether I've told you in another video, most mornings, quite a lot of mornings, I get woken up by Coco gruffing. She doesn't really bark because she knows that it's really early, I think, and she's going to wake up mummy. But she gruffs, and what's happening is a blackbird is tap, 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 tapping on a window. And I think what it is, he can see the reflection of himself. So that's around 4:30, 5:30. So I'm afraid the birds have just been crazy. It's just been crazy. I've been exhausted because they're tapping on the window, or they're coming down the chimney, or they're fighting on the roof. It's just the noise. It sounds like there's monkeys in the trees with the crows, the way they are. So it's been eventful. Outside, I'm really happy with how everything's coming along. I've cleared a space now, and I'm hoping to make a flatter space so I can sit out, and that would be really, really nice. So my idea is to build it up. I've had a couple of people come and have a look at it. Some say to take away everything because it's on a slope. But just fill you in with the people, my new subscribers. My garden is on a slope, and what I thought I could possibly do, sorry, I missed the camera there. What thought I could possibly do is flatten it slightly. So I've been clearing an area just so I can flatten one part of it, because the other part has got strawberries in, and I just wanted to see whether they would actually do well this year. So what my plan is to build it up slightly with pallets of wood. So I've got one already, and I thought I would build it up with pallets. Another person said about putting sleepers by the hedge and then building it up that way. So it makes like a kind of triangle, so then it would be flat on top. So that's another option. I've also got a roof for the shed, which is a tin roof. I need to replace the plastic middle part that is leaking. So that's ready to be put up. I've also got some wood that's been promised to me that I need to process and try to get on with the wood shed. So yeah, a lot going on. But I'm okay. I really am enjoying it actually. The front of the house looks really pretty. I've got a hanging basket up and it's doing really, really well, the front of the house. So I'm feeling positive. Yeah, I'm feeling really positive. That's good. I can't believe it's the summer solstice, and I feel like it's really, the summer is only just starting. The cottage is, I don't know if anybody else lives in a cottage, but it's really cool, and I would say on the evenings it's actually possibly cold. It's quite nice when it's hot outside and you come in and it's cool, but it doesn't seem to warm up. The bedroom does though, because it's near the roof and it seems to warm up really nicely, and the sun shines into that bedroom as well, so that's quite nice. So the cottage isn't as warm as I thought it might be in the summer. And some of it is stone. I think that's probably why. I'm just trying to fill you in on all the events that have happened. What else did I do? Coco's had her injections. She's had her kennel cough and her other booster. Didn't actually affect her very much. But the next day, she was just a bit quiet. So she's been sorted out. So I do have a couple of little videos to show you, and I hope you enjoy them. They're just a snippet of a life that I have here in this cottage. I've been painting as well. I forgot to say about that. I painted the window. Oh yeah, gosh, I forgot to tell you a few things. I've painted the window outside, the bathroom window. That looks really good. And I've also sanded down a really old gate. When I arrived here, the gate was completely hanging off its hinges. So I've got it back on like a good hinge. I sanded it all down and painted the bolts and the hinges, and it just looks completely different. I'm really pleased with it. I didn't have to buy a new gate or have one made to fit. It's just fitted really well. It looks really good. Really tough with it. It took half a day to do that gate. I'm not going to put anything on it. I'm just going to leave it wood and let it just age from now. Because when I've painted gates before, they've rotted from the inside out. I don't know whether you have painted any gates before. So yes, that's been done. And I've also painted the bolts on the coal store underneath the garden. So they've been painted. I might just pop those in to a little video so you can have a look, see what I've done. But it's coming along, the garden. I'm feeling really good. And lots of people that walk past or come, like drive past, stop and say, oh, you've done so much. You're doing really well. I think, haven't seen the inside yet. That's still, yeah. When do you find the time to do all these things? On a budget. I'm sure there's lots of ladies out there in a similar situation. I beg favours from people, and people are really kind, actually. They are really kind in giving their time and their efforts to help you which I find really enduring, actually. Enduring. I think it's so nice of people to help when they see a struggling damsel. I try to do most things myself, and the reason being is always to try to save money. I'm always trying to save money, because if I think I can do it myself, I'll have a go and do it myself. If it looks dreadful, I can actually get somebody later on and try to help me with it. But most of the time, I don't do too bad a job. It's okay. It's not professional. I'm not a professional sander or a painter or a gardener. It's all amateur. I'm all learning on the job. But it's such an achievement when you stand back and you think, I did that myself. Yeah, did it myself. And a lady drove past the other day and she said, "You're doing so well," she said, "and you're doing it all by yourself," she said. I couldn't do that. I think, well, when you've got no choice, you've just got to, haven't you? I expect lots of you are in the same position. You just got to do it. You just got to try and do it at least. Try and do it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I just hope we have a nice September to make up for the awful May we had. Oh my goodness, it was awful. It was absolutely awful here. Cold, just cloudy. There was just no sunshine. The sunshine did not break through whatsoever. It was unbelievable, really. And I thought, gosh, if the summer carries on like this, we're just not going to have any summer whatsoever. But we are promised 30 degrees next week. So that'll be interesting. I haven't been here when it's been 30 degrees. I haven't got a fan or anything for the bedroom. But we'll see. I haven't got anything to put on the windows either for the flies. I don't know where the flies come from, honestly. I open the windows in the morning, just let some fresh air in, and then I close them, and then all of a sudden I hear zzz, zzz. I think, where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? If you close the windows, where are the flies coming from? The chimney's boarded up, so where are they coming from? Great big blue bottles as well. And you think, oh my God, where have they been? So yeah, I'm going to have to try and find something so I can open a window if it gets to that heat, 30 degrees. We're just not used to it, are we, in England? We're always complaining about the weather and how cold it is and everything. When the weather actually comes, we'll say, oh, it's too hot, we can't cope. But anyway, so without further ado, I just wanted to catch up with you, and because it's been so long, I'm really sorry. But it's worth it because I do have, things to talk about and tell you. So that's really interesting. Well, it might be interesting to some of you. So it's interesting to find out how far I come, and I'm so desperate to do the inside. I am. But I think it's really important while the weather's nice to try to do as much outside as possible. And then all it is maintenance, isn't it? It's just keeping it up together and keeping on top of it. And I can do that. I can water the plants. I can water the pots. It's not a problem. So I hope you enjoy the little videos I've made for you. And I'm going to try. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to be consistent, and I have been consistent, but not as consistent as I'd like to be. So I wanted to welcome my new subscribers. I've got a few new subscribers, so I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means such a lot. I would love to get it to 1,000 subscribers. That would be a real achievement for me. So if you like my videos, tell somebody so they can subscribe. That'd be so nice to get to 1,000. I never thought I would get to this point, because I used to say, oh, if we could just get to 50 subscribers, that'd be great. Now I've got 350. So thank you. Thank you so much. And if you're interested watching somebody that's bought a cottage and trying their hardest to try to do something with it on their own, trying their best, subscribe, because that's me. And if you're in your 50s and you're in the same situation, it'd be great to meet you, and you could write in the comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you and seeing how you're doing with your projects and if you're in the same position. So that's why I'd like to carry on. I just want to, I can see what I want to do. I kind of have a vision, but I don't always know how to get there. So I ask lots of people to see what they say, and then I get ideas, and it gives me motivation to carry on. So again, thank you very much for subscribing and watching the videos, and I shall catch up with you very, very soon. Enjoy. Take care for now. Bye-bye from Coco. See you soon. Bye-bye. Well, everybody, I have grown my own new potatoes, and I harvested them today. I can't quite believe I've grown my own potatoes. They're a good size, those there. There's some smaller ones as well. There's a beautiful lunch made with my new potatoes and chicken. They were absolutely delicious. They really, really were. I heard this little tiny baby bird in the hedge, and it's a little baby blue tit, and it's the most sweetest little thing. I didn't want to disturb it because its mother was feeding it, so I crept up. It was so sweet. So everybody, do you think that anybody would be excited about growing their own potatoes? This is my first little potato, and it's perfectly formed. I just tested the ground because the potato leaves look a bit sorry for themselves and they haven't flowered, but look, a beautiful little potato. I feel so excited that I've actually grown my own potatoes. That's amazing. Anybody feel the same way? Has anybody grown their own potatoes and just feel it's so satisfying? I'm sure I've got more in there. I don't know whether to harvest them all or not really. They haven't flowered, but they're all going a bit yellow. And I just put my hand in, you can see by my fingers are a bit muddy. And I pulled this one out and it's perfectly formed and it smells amazing. So I'd be interested to see what you think. My first homegrown potato. I did ask what anybody thought this might be. I still don't know what it's called. Big yellow kind of fluffy flower, not yellow, purple. And this is my little border. I planted that rose, but I'm planning on planting other things as well. I shall show you a little bit later in the video. I want to fill up the spaces there. more potatoes. I think they're about ready to harvest, I should imagine. So I managed to paint the outside bathroom window frames. I'm really chuffed actually, they were in an awful mess when I first arrived. So it's looking very fresh. It's not perfect, but it's looking loads better. So I was quite pleased with the result. And this is the gate. I've sanded it right back, painted the black bolts and the hinges. And this was hanging off when I arrived, so it looks fantastic now. I've just got to do a couple of little things. That there needs to be replaced because it's a bit of wood that was put in just to keep the gate a little bit sturdy. Needs to be replaced, but I'm very, very happy with that, how that looks. I really am. Look at that rose, everybody. How beautiful. What lovely colour. Very, very pleased with the rose. That wasn't planted by myself, so it's come through all the weeds. And this is the border, still doing really well with the lavender. And what I wanted to show you, everybody, look at this tree. This is like a bush that's grown out of control, actually, but I'm so glad I didn't cut it down. It's full of orange blossom. It's the most spectacular, beautiful tree. And I did find something to put in. I've got some lavender and some small, I think they're like carnations. So I'm pleased with that border now with the roses and the lavender. So it's looking very, very nice there. Yes, just one more look at this this hedge as well. This is like flowers in the hedge, and they've all come out in the last couple of days, and they smell really nice. That's an unusual plant. I'm not sure exactly what that's called. I don't know whether you can help me with that. One last look at this amazing tree. It is so stunning. Hello everybody. I have done something I haven't done for a while, and I just absolutely could not resist. I went on the Bridgewater site for their sale, and I found some beautiful rose things. I succumbed. I did. As if I haven't got enough Bridgewater. But it's one of my favourites, and I'm even thinking that I might sell some of my black toast and make room for more of the roses, because that's more my thing. Definitely more my thing. So I'm going to quickly show you what I bought. I'm not doing the unboxing because I've got no really where to unbox. I haven't got a table or anything for you. So I should just show you what I bought. I laid it out on the floor so you can have a look at it. So yes, it's one of my favourite collections. I'm a little bit worried. I don't know whether any of you Emma Bridgewater fans are a little bit worried. I've heard some rumours that they're in trouble, which would be, oh my God, what with Laura Ashley and now Emma Bridgewater, that would be a disaster, wouldn't it, for so many people that are into that kind of thing. But I hope that's not the case, and they're just kind of adjusting because of the times, really. But have a look what I bought. I'm going to show you. So I bought this really beautiful summer tray. I thought it'd be perfect for my little lunches out in the garden. Do you know what? I think that was only £6.50 or something like that. I thought it was really pretty. I love the colour blue. I absolutely adore that colour. I thought it was really lovely. Next one is this plate. Coco's rolling around, everybody. Oh, she's coming to have a look. Hello, Coco. So this is the Roses All My Life plate, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I'm into roses so much. I thought it was really a stunning, stunning plate. And it feels a heavier plate than my others. I don't know why. I don't know whether you thought that. But yeah, I really, really love it. Very, very much. I just like the nice kind of features. There's a little rosebud on the end, on the bottom, which makes it really, really nice. It's just beautiful, aren't they? Next is the Rose and Bee mug, which I thought was beautiful. I really thought that was a gorgeous, gorgeous mug. I kind of want to say that was £15, but I think it was a bit less than that, actually. But yeah, I loved that. Small bowl, which is gorgeous, from the Roses All My Life collection. That was really pretty. I don't know what it is about roses, but I just love them. So I would rather have these than the black toast. I would. I don't know what you think. Oh, that's interesting. It looks almost like a seconds, but this wasn't a seconds. I think it's because the way the petal is turned over. But yeah, I love that. And last but not least was the Roses All My Life tin, which I thought was beautiful. I just love it. Yeah, absolutely love that. I don't know if any of you have bought anything from the sale. Honestly, I just could not resist. I really couldn't. And Coco comes in the picture. What are you up to? Are you having a sniff sniff? Are you having a sniff sniff? Don't you look pretty? You had a little trim for the summer, have you? Oh, she looks so cute. Those eyes, those big eyes all the time, aren't they? Have you had a lovely little trim and a nice bath? You have, haven't you? Gorgeous girl. Gorgeous girl. Anyway, backtracking to the tin. I thought it was gorgeous, absolutely lovely.